Tottenham transfer chiefs are now considering a January deal for one class Real Madrid player in January, who also dazzled at Euro 2024 for his country. Spurs prepare for Galatasaray trip after 4-1 win over Aston Villa. A good last 7 days for Spurs was complemented by Ange Postecoglou's side, securing a statement 4-1 win at home to Premier League top four rivals Aston Villa on Sunday, with Dominic Solanke's brace, a late goal by James Maddison, and Brennan Johnson's equalizer putting Unai Emery to the sword. The Lily Whites also knocked English champions Man City out of the Carabao Cup a few days prior, so Postecoglou will be hoping for a similar week, as the Australian looks to beat Victor Osimhen's Galatasaray in the Europa League and newly promoted Ipswich Town this weekend. However, as we've recently seen, things are rarely straightforward where Spurs are concerned. Their 3-2 slump at Brighton, where they squandered a 2-goal lead at halftime, and defeat to lowly Crystal Palace highlights that they are still pretty vulnerable on their worst days. And that is something Postecoglou needs to rectify if they're going to make good on his promise of silverware this season. Off the field, Tottenham's wider recruitment team could assist in the transition from European qualification contenders to genuine title challengers. The North Londoners reportedly have plans for January, with Espanyol winger Javi Puado among the transfer targets at Spurs as Postecoglou seeks new attackers. Amid uncertainty surrounding Timo Werner, who has been criticized for his wasteful finishing in front of goal, there are suggestions that Tottenham are pushing their recruitment team to look at new forwards ahead of 2025. The German scored his first goal since March in their win over City last week, which tells the entire story, with Werner consistently finding himself in good positions to score, but failing more often than not. Another attacking option or two, who could alternate with Werner, may be an option seriously worth considering in the winter. Tottenham considering January deal for Arda Güler. According to reports out of Spain this week, Real Madrid starlet Arda Güler, who struggled for game time under Carlo Ancelotti, is on their agenda for January. The Turkey international starred for his country at the Euros, helping them to an unlikely quarterfinal run, and his quality hasn't gone unnoticed at N17. It is believed Tottenham are considering a January deal for Güler, and he could join them on loan, as the Galacticos consider whether to let him go on a temporary deal to further his development. It could be a doable transfer for Spurs, and it isn't lost on pundits just how Güler can shine on his day. Called exceptional by Jose Mourinho, TNT Sports commentator Ian Darke also weighed in recently, saying he would be a fantastic signing for Postecoglou. Güler would be a fantastic pickup for Tottenham. He's a very good young player. He just can't get in the Real Madrid side because they've got Rodrigo, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe, Darke explained. He's shown at the Euros, and he'll be frustrated that he doesn't get on the pitch very much at all. I see Real Madrid a lot, but whether they'd let him go in January, I'm not sure. Once they clinched the title last season, they gave him a run of games, and he interestingly came up with a flurry of goals. If you're talking about signing some class, he's definitely that.